Shah. That's Yahweh being the name of the dear Heavenly Father, and his son Yahweh Shah, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Soldier Donovan with the Battle Axes of the Most High. I got Soldier Ezra with me, man, being my mighty reader, man. Man, we just gonna come out, man. Like I said, another Thursday night edification for the nation, man. Title of this class is Breaking News. You're not a byword, man. Breaking news. You're not a byword. Because coming into this truth, man, guess what? You should just be called by your government name. Guess what? You just be called just some random nigga, just some random whore. Guess what? You just be called all these things but your God-given name and your God-given nationality, man. And guess what? Us coming into this truth, knowing who we are, we got to get back to who we truly are. Knowing that we the children of God. Knowing that we the most blessed people on the earth as long as we keep God, law, statutes, commandments. And he had a name ordained from us from the beginning. In order for us to get that name back, we got to do the things pleasing in his sight, right? First precept we're going to go to is Jeremiah 17:4. I should have probably already been there. If you're there, you can go ahead and read it out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Read on.
That I gave thee.
Because guess what? He said, thou, even thyself, you're going to discontinue from your heritage. That's the first reason of why we call ourselves what we call ourselves now, man. Guess what? You call yourself a so-called black man now. A so-called Moor. A so-called Negro. Guess what? A so-called, what they say, 1%ers or the 10%, whatever it's called. 10%er. You Egyptologist. You should call yourself all these things except your God-given nationality, man. Guess what? Not calling yourself... Guess what? From the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Benjamin, Issachar, Manasseh, Zebulun, Naphtali. You're not calling yourself your God-given names. You're calling yourself all these things that, guess what, God wasn't dealing with, man. He put these curses upon you. Guess what? We're going to get that next. But guess what? Now you calling yourself a byword. Why? Because we were discontinued from our heritage that the Lord gave you, right? Read on.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Because guess what? That's a lot of the reason why we got these certain names now, man. Guess what? The so-called damn Edomites, we know who they are today. Guess what? They the reason. They the ones who gave you them damn names, man. A lot of them gave you them names. Guess what? The damn Hamites call you damn Katas, man. All of these things is not your nationality. Because last time I checked, they didn't say, hey, Africans for sale. They said Negroes for sale, and that's you, man. You still call you same thing today. That's how you know we serving our enemies today. And how we got these same bywords too now. Guess what? Now we Johnsons, Greens, Grays. What's your last name, Art? Morrow. Guess what? We got all these last names of our oppressors, man. Them bywords. Last time I checked, man, we was Yasharala, man. Guess what? We was kings and priests, man. We ain't got nothing to do with Esau. But guess what? We serving them. Now we got their names because we discontinued from our heritage, right? Read on.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
Read.
Which shall burn forever.
Because, hey, that's the reason right there, man. We kindled a fire in the Most High God, man. And he was so mad at what we did and all our sins and iniquities. He said, man, guess what? Now I'm finna make you a byword, man. The things that I told you aforetime, now I'm finna make it happen. Because why? You don't want to listen, man. You want to keep being stiff-necked and hard-headed? Well, guess what? Now you finna be a byword. You're not finna be God's chosen people no more right now. Guess what? We know that he'll never leave his love from us, will never be forsaken. Guess what? He know it's only for us, but right now, he whooping your ass, man. Let's make it plain. Come on now. Do I want 5? Yeah, give me 5.
Verse number 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man.
Because guess what, man? Cursed be the man that trusted in man, man. Because guess what? You called yourself a byword now. Now you living by it. Your last name Johnson from your oppressor, and now you trusting your damn oppressor. It makes no sense, man. Read on, all right?
And make it flesh his arm.
Man, come on, because we know Christ is on arm, man. Christ is supposed to be your leader and your protector. Read on, all right?
And whose heart departed from the Lord.
Because, hey, all of these things happen because why? Our heart departed from the Lord, man. So he departed from us. He made you a proverb. Guess what? He made you just some average Joe now. You ain't no king no more. You just some average dude that work your 9 to 5 and you go about your day, man. You just some average sister. You might look good. That's all you good for, just your looks. But they say it's not your beauty, it's your booty, right? That's all you good for now. Them the bywords and all the slang that we use now. Instead of saying, hey sis, you a princess. Hey brother, you a king, man. Come back to your Lord. But guess what? That's what the Israelites here to establish that order, man, to show you that you just not a damn byword, man. But let's go to it, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28, man. Let's go to see where he even gave us this thing, man. Matter of fact, let me read 15. We'll just read it through, and then we jump to 37.
Read 15 first.
Yeah, 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
Meaning this is going to happen, right? Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Because guess what, man? It's a lot of times we read that, and there's a lot of times I think we kind of overrun it too. It says the Lord thy God. The Lord is telling you this. I'm not telling you this. Just because I'm reading it and you hear it out of my voice, guess what? The Lord been ordained that and been told you. You disobeying your God when you do these things, right? Read, all right?
To observe, to do all his commandments.
All his commandments, right? Read.
And his statutes.
And his statutes.
Which I command thee this day.
Right.
That all these curses.
That who?
That all these curses.
Read.
Shall come upon thee.
Read on.
Shall come upon thee. And overtake thee.
Come on now. Because guess what? That's what it is on us now. Guess what? We ain't nothing but some damn proverbs. And matter of fact, I don't even want to jump the gun no more. But we're going to get to it. But guess what? Since us not serving the Lord, not keeping his law, statute, commandments, he said he's going to bring these curses on us. Let's go.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 37.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Because guess what? It's a damn astonishment, man. When you ask a so-called black man, guess what? Where you from? Shit, North Dallas. Damn, brother, where you from? Shit, the Clear. Guess what? Some brothers that may be in other parts of the states, you know where the hood's at, in the slums and the ghettos. Oh, I'm from here. I'm from there. But guess what? You'll never hear a so-called African American, a so-called Native American, or a so-called Mexican American call themselves, oh, I'm from Jerusalem. Because why? We were discontinued from that heritage, man. The Most High God is punishing us because we wasn't keeping his commandments. Now you in a damn astonishment, man. Read on, not.
A proverb.
A who?
A proverb.
Read on.
And a byword.
Man, he said a proverb and a byword, man. A proverb is meaning you sitting into the, the things that they put onto you, right? Say a so-called black man walk in the store, they know he gonna steal something, right? Guess what? All black men love Kool-Aid. All black men love fried chicken, watermelon, and running real fast and jumping high. All Mexicans like to do is run across the border, do all of these things, and eat a lot of tacos and beans and rice, right? All the Jamaicans like to do is climb on top of trees and hunch on girls, right? Guess what? These are all the bywords that we was given, the proverbs, right? A byword, right? Guess what? You call yourself a Jamaican. Call yourself a damn Mexican. Call yourself a so-called black man in this world, man. These are all bywords that were given to us, not your God-given nationality, man. You are the best thing on this planet. The Most High God only named you. Guess what? Guess what he said? Man, matter of fact, look, hold on, real quick. Let's go to Isaiah 44. Salaki. I ain't have it on the paper, but man, I'm telling you. 45 and 4, Salaki.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse number 4.
Bring it out.
For Jacob, my servant's sake. In Israel, mine elect.
Right, read.
I have called thee.
I have even.
Oh, Shalaki. I have even called thee by thy name.
He said, I even called you by your name, man. Guess what he said? For Jacob and for Israel, man. That's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. He said, I called you by your name, right? He said, by thy name, because that's the name that you was given, right? Read.
I have surnamed thee.
Guess what? He surnamed you, man. He made your name, man. Guess what? He took his time out. He said, hey, guess what? Okay, yeah, that's Esau. That's Edom. Cool. That's Ham. That's Japheth. But y'all right here, I'm going to make y'all name mean something. Y'all name finna stand for something more than just what it is, man. He said, I surnamed thee, right? Read.
Though thou hast not known me.
But guess what, man? Even though we don't even know our God like that, man, he still made you a king. He still made you sisters a princess, man. He still made y'all of the fold. But guess what? We buy these bywords. Why? Because we continue to fall into sin, man. Let's go back to that Deuteronomy 28:37, man. Shalom, shalom, Jose Andres, man. Shalom, Mark. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 37.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt be an astonishment.
Shall become.
And thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb.
Right.
And a byword.
Read.
Among all nations.
Because guess what? No matter where you go on this earth, man, guess what? If you go to China, they're going to look at you, oh, that's a nigga right there. A nigga. That's a nigga right there. They ain't saying Godzilla coming. They saying a nigga is coming, man. Guess what? We all seen the movies like Don't Be a Menace. When you come in, they say, nigga. Like, it's funny. He said, I'm laughing, but it ain't funny, man. Guess what? You can go anywhere on this planet, man. They going to distinctively set you apart from everybody, man. That's why you literally got places like in the Philippines where they literally set out all the black people to stay at. Or certain places in, like, Arabia and over there in the Middle East where they literally have places where you black people stay, man. Or guess what? All of our 12 tribes to stay. They literally put distinctive places for you to put you at, right? Guess what? You want to find a so-called Negro, a Mexican American, or guess what? A Native American? You finna go to the hood. Guess what? If you want to find some damn crazy old Edomites, some crazy Arabians or something, you finna go to the high-end buildings, man. You finna go to the high-rises where it's a big 30-foot drop, man. You know where you gonna find them at. That's why you damn in astonishment, man. You predictable. And he said you're going to be a byword among all nations, right? Read.
Whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Because guess what, man? We went through captivity after captivity after captivity. Guess what? Even up until now, like, we got the sub-Saharan slave trade. We got the triangle trade, man. Guess what we had? Guess what? 1619. We had 1492. We had all these things where the Lord led us, right, into captivity each time. And guess what? We still had that same name on us. Them so-called Negroes. These so-called, guess what? Now I'm finna call these, this finna be, Mexico, right? What is it? You so-called Mexicans. Why? Because Spain finna conquer y'all. Y'all finna have my name. Guess what? Oh, I just conquered the so-called Negro. Now y'all finna have my last name. Now you all these damn bywords. Why? Because we disrespected and disobeyed our God, man. So guess what? Everywhere where the Lord left us, now he left us as a proverb and a byword. But it's up to us to come back into who we really truly are, man. Because y'all not just some damn nigga, man. Y'all not just some damn dude who go to work and work his 9 to 5. Y'all not, man. Y'all the best thing on this planet, and we got to look at these things and accept it for what they are. This world is wicked as is. It's not going to get no better unless we find out who we are and continue to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Let's go to 1 Kings, all right? 1 Kings chapter 9, verse 6. I'm just going to get a little bit more on that, man.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 9, and verse 6.
Bring it out.
But if ye
what you
shall at? What is it?
1 Kings 9 and 6.
Yeah.
Oh, Salaki, I was 5. My bad, Salaki. Go ahead, you right.
The book
Matter of fact, read 5, though.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 9, and verse 5.
Read.
Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel.
Upon who?
Upon Israel.
Because guess what? A lot of Christians read this book and read this Bible, and don't none of them call themselves a part of Israel. Guess what? They don't call themselves God's chosen children. They just call themselves blessed and highly favored and blessed and saved by the covering of Jesus Christ, right? But guess what? The Lord said, he said, I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel, man. That means something, right? Read, all right?
Forever.
Forever, right? So this place right here, and these group of people that stay there, these people are special. Why? Because they got the throne of the Most High God that's going to be established there forever, right? Read.
As I promised to David thy father.
Read.
Saying, there shall not fail thee a man upon the throne of Israel.
Man, come on now. You see how this go? It says everybody who sit in the leadership or kingdomship in Israel is not going to fail, right? Read.
But
that's the part. You got to pause right there. But if. It's always stipulations for the Most High God, man. It's either it's life or it's death. It's no in between. It's either I'm going to establish you or I'm going to make you a byword, man. He said, but if, right? Read.
But if ye shall at all times.
At all, man. At all. If you do anything, little jot, a little tittle, right? Read.
if ye shall at all turn from following me,
Following the Most High God, right? Read.
ye or your children.
You or your children, right? Because guess what? For you being in this truth, you got to lead your children too. You got to be by example. Just because you Kwame Yasharala this and guess what? Big Khan that and Salakia this and Baba Kashah that, your children got to be in order right with you, right? And guess what? That falls with your wives and too, right? Read.
And will not keep my commandments and my statutes,
Right.
which I have set before you.
Before you, man. Not nobody else. Esau can't get this, man. Amalek, Ham, guess what? Japheth, none of them can't get this but you, Israel. You. You was that so-called byword. He's talking to you, right? Read.
But go and serve other gods.
Guess what? But if you want to go and go serve the damn Jerubbaal or that damn stone, or guess what? A big fat man that's like this, or one of them damn what's them Elam things, Elam guys, you know, they got like 7 heads and 10 hands. You want to go serve that, right? Read.
And worship them.
Then
I will cut off Israel out of thy land, which I have given them.
Because guess what, man? We're going to fall back, loop back to where we was, man. He going to cut you off. Guess what? We're going to cut out Israel, man. Guess what? That means he going to cut you out from being a part of that now. Guess what? You used to be Israel and Yasharala this. Now you James. Now, guess what? You No, you're not Barakai, because Barakai's in. Guess what? You Brandon now. Guess what? You Donovan now. Guess what? You Christian. You're not Yasharala this no more. You're not Idris. You're not none of these no more. Why? Because he cut you off from these things. Why? When we go off and serve other guys, right? Read, right?
In this house.
In this house, right? Right, read, man.
Which I have hallowed for my name.
This is for his name, man. He did it for his name's sake, man. He loves y'all so much. He said, man, no matter how much y'all do me wrong, he said, I'm doing it for my name's sake at the end of the day, too, right? Read.
Will I cast out of my sight.
Guess what? He said he's going to cast you out of his sight, man. Read.
In Israel.
In who? Wait, in who?
In Israel.
Because he keep talking about Israel, man. What is it going to be, all right?
Shall be a proverb.
Guess what? You're a proverb now, man. What else?
And a byword.
Among who,
Among all people.
Man, that's a precept for that Deuteronomy 28 and 37, man. You need to write that.
No, think about that precept. You got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, man. Guess what? You're going to be a proverb and byword among all people now. Why? Because you turned away from your God, and he literally told you in verse 5, he said, I'm going to establish the kingdom for y'all forever, man. But you turned away from him. You stopped following him. Now you just became that damn byword. But guess what? You might be called a byword to other nations, but you a king to the Most High God. You a kingdom of priests, of princesses. Man, we finna get to it. Watch this, man. Let's go to Jeremiah, chapter 1. Chapter 1, verse 3, man.
Shalaki. I thought that was Rise.
I mean, 1 verse... 1 verse 4.
33.
No, Jeremiah 1 and 4. Shalom, melodic tune. Shalom, Officer Barakai, man. Jeremiah 1 and 4.
All right. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying.
Right, this is Jeremiah, right? A good prophet, right? To the Most High God. Read.
Before I formed thee in the belly.
Guess what? Before you was formed in the belly, before your mama and your daddy conceived, right? Read.
I knew thee.
Guess what? He knew you. Guess what? He knew who you were. He knew you weren't no damn byword, man. He knew you wasn't no proverb. He knew you wasn't just some nigga. Guess what? Just some damn Mexican, some damn wetback, some spick, right? You knew you wasn't none of these things, man. Read.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb.
Guess what? While you cooking in your mama's stomach, right? Read.
I sanctified thee.
Guess what, man? He sanctified you, man. Guess what? He cleansed you and gave you a holy name, man, and a holy reputation that we got to hold up as being Israelites, man. Read.
And I ordained thee a prophet.
Man, he ordained you, man. You know how they be out there in England and they touch your shoulder and they say, oh, now I ordained you to be a king. Guess what? The Lord was doing that while you was in the damn belly, man. Guess what? Before you was even conceived, he made you a priest, man. A prophet, Salakia. Read.
Unto the nations.
Guess what? You a prophet unto the nations, man. Before you even came out, man. That's what he called you to be. That's what he sanctified you to be. Not to be some damn nigga, man. Not to be some damn proverb. He called you out to be a prophet, man. Guess what, sisters? He called you out there to be prophetess. But guess what? You got to know your administration with these things too now. Guess what? Sisters know their role. Men know their role. But these are the things he ordained you to do. These things. Not to just be a damn proverb and byword, man. That's why I said breaking news. Because we breaking the news, man. Because guess what? All on the news, Channel 4, Channel 5, 6, 7, and 8, they say, hey, a so-called black man died in the street. Black on black crime, right? But how we look at it, man, a so-called king done died. Why? Because he fell by these curses, man. A Deuteronomy 28:54 just happened down the street, right? On Ledbetter. That's how we see the news, man. But guess what? How they see it? So-called Mexican jumped the border today. A so-called Negro robbed a grocery store today, right? These are the bywords that you fitting by their standards. But this is the standard that the Most High God gave you, right? Read 5 again, huh?
Verse 5 from the top. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Now, come on now, read.
Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Right.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Man, come on now. This is what the Most High God did for you before you could even say thank you. All praise to the Most High. The water, before you could even form anything out of your mouth, before you even came out. This is what he already did for you, man. We got to pay the Most High God back for these things. This is why we pay him homage, man. This is why we go out to the highways and byways and tell our people, man, y'all are not niggas, man. Y'all are kings. Y'all are not thoughts and whores, man. Y'all are princesses, man. You got to come back to your God. Why? Because he already showed you the best thing on this planet. You just got to walk in it, man. He said, walk ye in it, right? Let's go to Genesis, man, chapter 35. 35 and verse 10.
The book of Genesis, chapter 35 and verse 10.
Read.
And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob.
He said, who?
Thy name is Jacob.
Read on, man.
Thy name shall not be called Jacob anymore.
Not shall be called anymore. Shall not be called anymore, Jacob.
Yes, I like it. Thy name shall not be called anymore Jacob.
Right.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
Come on now, read.
Shall be thy name.
Because this is the name that he gave our forefather Jacob, man. And he gave him this name. Why? Because he said that has Prince with the power of God, right? We're going to go get it in a second, right? But read this out.
And he called his name Israel.
Man, come on now. That's a mighty name, man. A mighty name for a mighty nation, man. Come on now. Matter of fact, read on now.
Verse 11. And God said unto him.
Because guess what? He's still telling Jacob. Guess what? Israel, this same thing, right? Not a damn proverb. He's telling you, Israel. This is what he's telling your forefather, right? Read.
I am God Almighty.
Right.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Guess what? Be fruitful and multiply, man. Guess what? It's good to have a household when you got 10 kids, 8 kids, but you better take care of them kids, man. We know we under these curses, so it's certain stipulations that come with everything. But guess what, man? You raise your household. You don't fit the damn, persona that's given us, man. You show God proud, man. We don't got to show the world proudness, man. Because guess what? Their pride is going to bring them destruction, man. Being proud in the Most High God is showing him due diligence, man. Showing them how, guess what, man, I'm a king. Let me show my God I'm a king, and I know how to lead my family, my household, my nation, man. Read on, now.
A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee.
Man, that's tough, man. Read,
and kings shall come out of thy loins.
Because guess what, man? Who came out of this lineage, man? Guess what? You got King David, King Solomon. Guess what? Christ, man. You have mighty kings to come out of these loins of Jacob, man. Come on now, guess what? They only coming out of Israel, man. Them the only kings I'll ever serve, man. To hell with damn Vladimir Putin and what's his name? Joe Biden, man. To hell with them, man. We're going with whatever the Most High say, man. Read on, all right?
Verse 12. In the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac.
The whole land, right? All of Israel, all of that whole little strip, man. Read.
To thee I will give it.
Come on now. Read.
And to thy seed
Guess
after
what?
thee.
Not just to Jacob. He said to your seed too. Who's his seed? All the 12 tribes, right? Read.
Will I give the land.
Come on now. He gave you all of us. That's our land over there. They fighting over something that's not theirs. That's like, bro. That's like you done stole some from somebody else, right? But you got your big brother fighting the fight. It's not they fight. They fighting for no reason. You fighting for no reason, because why steal mines at the end of the day, man? Come on now. That's why when the so-called white man got damn Edomites and all these people got us playing football, playing certain sports. You might think you won a championship, but Esau really winning at the end of the day. Why? Because they getting millions of dollars in revenue off of you. They continue to kill you and oppress you each and every day. When they getting certain concussions, guess what? Falling out on the field, dying with all these heart things and heart problems. Guess what? Esau is still winning. He's paying y'all to kill yourselves. He's paying y'all scraps, really, for what y'all doing, man. So they still winning, man. Guess what? That war they fighting over there, they think they winning. Man, this is God's fight, man. And when he put us back in this land, he going to give us back our true name and true nationality, man. But we got to look at it now, man. Let's go get that precept out. Genesis 27. No,
it's
32. Yeah, I went up. I'm tripping.
32 and 28.
Yeah, there you go. All praise. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
And he said, thy name shall be
Matter of fact, go to 27. My bad. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
27, verse 27.
Oh, the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob.
Because guess what? This is an angel asking him. Man, they done wrestled all damn night. Guess what? Jacob kind of got damn angel in a little chokehold a little bit, man. Kind of strong on him a little bit. Guess what? Wouldn't let the angel go. The angel's like, damn, bro, what's your name, man? He said, my name Jacob, right? Read on.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
He said, nah, your name ain't Jacob no more, man. Your name ain't Christian. Your name ain't Donovan no more. Your name ain't Brandon no more, man. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
He said, your name Israel now. Your name is Yasharallah, man. Read on, huh?
For as a prince hast thou power with God
and
with me.
Come on now. You got power with God and men, man. That's the name we should be proud of, man. I shouldn't be proud to call myself a so-called African American, a so-called black man. Guess what? Y'all shouldn't be proud to call yourself a so-called Mexican American, brown pride, right? Nah, it's Israelite pride, man. You should be called to call yourself a child of the Most High. Guess what? I'm from Judah. Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh, Ephraim, Gad, Reuben, Simeon. You should be glad calling yourself out of one of these tribes, man. Not whatever you used to be back in the world. Because why? That never got us nowhere. That got us still stuck in these curses going loop to loop to loop, man. But when you came out that world and you're not a damn byword no more, and you see that you got power with the Most High God and with men, it has a different type of feeling, man. It just hit different, right? Read, Doc, my bad. It has
prevailed.
Because guess what? You prevail, man. Man, that's tough, man. Guess what? Them so-called Palestinians and all of them might try to come up against the Israelites, the so-called black men to them. But guess what? They don't know they're coming against, the Most High with that thing. They can come with 10,000 people. It can be 4 Israelite brothers. And they're going to whoop all of them, man. Through the power of Yahweh, right? Why? Because they not calling themselves, oh, I'm finna beat this nigga up. No, he said, I'm a king and I'm finna whoop you up, you heathen nations, man. He said we got power with God and with men and has prevailed, man. We won, man. You winning when you ain't sinning, man. Come on now, I'm put that on the shirt. You winning if you ain't sinning, boy. Come on now, no more bywords, man. No more bywords. 2023, man. We go to 2 Kings, man, chapter 17.
2 Kings.
Yeah. 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 34.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, and verse 34.
Bring it out.
Unto this day, they do after the former manner.
Mm-hmm.
They fear not the Lord.
We don't fear the Lord, right? Read.
Neither do they after their statutes.
Come on now.
or after their ordinance,
Mm-mm.
or after the law and commandment, which the Lord commanded the children of Jacob.
The who?
The children of Jacob.
Because guess what? He said, unto this day, right? Meaning today, right? Shalom, shalom, Alpha Shiakov. Guess what? Even unto this day, man. He said, y'all not walking after, y'all do after the former manners. Because guess what? Our forefathers was wicked too, going off. Guess what? Not our leaders, but guess what? All the people, right? What they say, give us Barabbas, right? What they say, it'd been better if we was back in Egypt. He said, you doing after the former manner. You don't fear the Lord, right? He said, you don't do the statutes, the ordinances, the laws, nor the commandments, right? Which he commanded the children of Jacob, man. Who is that? That's y'all, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. He said, the children of Jacob, right? Read.
Who he named Israel.
He named y'all, man. He said, man, Jacob, who he named Israel. He named you that. And yet we still going against our God, man. Come on now. It makes no sense that us to keep going against our God like that, man. Read on, huh?
Verse 35. With whom the Lord had made a covenant and charged them.
Because guess what? You know, hey, what all you grafted in Christians want to claim, supposed to so claim. He said he made a covenant with them. Who did he make a covenant with, man? Guess what? Whether it been by blood, like we go to Psalms 50 and 5, or guess what the first covenant he made in Jeremiah 31, or guess what even going back before that, the one we made with Moses, guess the one we made with Abraham, all these things, man. You're only talking to a certain group of people, right? Read.
Saying, ye shall not fear other gods, nor bow yourselves to them,
Read.
nor serve them, nor sacrifice to them.
Read on.
But the Lord, who had brought you up out of the land of Egypt with great power.
Man, he brought y'all out with great power. Like how he brought us out that first Egypt, he's going to bring us out that second Egypt. But guess what? You got to do the opposite of what these people doing, man. Guess what? They wasn't keeping the laws, the ordinances, the commandments. He called them Israel. But guess what? Not all Israel, right? 2/3 of our people prophesy not to make it. You got to be doing these things if you want the Most High God to bring you out with a great hand. What would it say? With great power, right? Read.
In a stretched out arm. Him shall ye fear.
He said, him shall you fear, right? Read.
And him shall ye worship.
Right.
And to him shall ye do sacrifice.
Man, he's giving y'all the blueprint, man. He said, guess what? He said, I brought you out of Egypt, right, with a great power and a stretched out arm. You going to fear that person who did that, right? You going to worship that person who did that, right? And you going to sacrifice to that person who you did. We know we don't sacrifice no more physically now, but guess what? We make our bodies a living sacrifice now, right? Come on now. He said, that's who you need to worship. That's who you need to be sacrificing to. And who is that? That's the Most High God, the one who gave you that name, man. Read on, now.
Verse 37. And the statutes, and the ordinances, and the law, and the commandment, which he wrote for you.
Which he wrote for you, man. Which he wrote for y'all, right? Read.
Ye shall observe to do forevermore.
How long?
Forevermore.
Forevermore, man. You're going to have to keep doing these things, right? Read on.
And ye shall not fear other gods.
I mean, I'm not worried about what no damn Jerubbaal can do to me, man. Except, well, guess what? Give me bad credit. Well, guess what? Might kick me out of my house. I'm not worried about that, man. I'm not worried about no damn fat Eglon looking damn Moab or Ammon. I'm worried about the Most High God who can kill guess what? The flesh and the spirit, man. Guess what? You want to come out that world? You want to stop worrying about the other things or the ways of this world? You got to come back to serving your Lord, man. He going to make all your enemies your footstool, man. He will. Watch this, 39.
You want to get 38 first?
Oh, yeah, my bad. So, like, go ahead, 38. I thought we read that.
And the covenant that I have made with you, ye shall not forget.
We cannot forget these things, man, because when we forget, we fall back, and we're going to fall right back into the curses that he gave us, right? Read on.
Neither shall you fear other gods.
Read on.
But the Lord your God ye shall fear.
He said the Lord your God, man. The one, guess what, who called you by your name and surnamed you, man. Guess what? The same one who called you a proverb and byword was the same one who still ordained you as a king and as a prophet from, guess what, before you was even thought of. This is the person you need to fear, right? Read.
And he shall deliver you out of the hands of all your enemies.
Guess what? That's going to be the one to deliver us from all these things, man. But guess what? Like it said in 37, we got to keep the statutes, the ordinances, the law, the commandments. All these things we got to do forevermore, man. Then he's going to deliver us at the hand of all our enemies, man. Guess what? In order for you to get saved, you have to know who you are. Seek out, man. Matter of fact, let's go to Job real quick. Job 8. 8 and 8, I believe. Yeah. Go ahead.
The book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
For I inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Guess what, man? Go search out your fathers, man. Guess what? Literally finding out who you are if you didn't have your father in your household. Know where you come from. Guess what? So you can know what tribe you're from. And guess what? Seek out the fathers in this book, man. See what your mighty forefathers did for you. Guess what? Because they were doing it for the nations. Guess what? You were part of that nation, so he was ultimately doing it for you. We know all these things was ordained before the Most High. Guess what? What Job did in his time, with Jeremiah, Isaiah, Hosea, Daniel, all these brothers, Esdras, how they did in their time, they did this for you, so that you could wake up at this time, like how it says in Habakkuk 2 and 1, and you can run with this now, man. You don't call yourself a nigga no more, man. You don't call yourself a damn byword or proverb no more. You call yourself a king, man. You call sisters, y'all call yourselves princesses, man. Y'all don't do after the manner of the other nations no more. Why? Because you found out who you were. You didn't lose your heritage no more. You coming back to it. You coming back to your God, man, and that's all that matters. Because guess what? They always like to say, everybody gonna make it in. Everybody gonna do this. Everybody gonna do that, right? Man, let's get this last precept. We finna see if it matter like
real
that.
Quick.
What's up? Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Man, that 17, the 2 Kings, chapter 17, and verse 38, it says, neither shall you, at the end it says, neither shall you fear other gods.
Right.
And a lot of us, we fear them other gods, man.
That's right.
It's like Christianity, man. You fear that white Christ, man.
Yeah.
You fear that cross. You fear that cobblestone. But I want to pull this precept. It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 18, man.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
A lot of us, we fear them other guys, bro. We really do.
Man, I'm telling you, that's a trickle down effect too. Cause even what he finna go get, that's a damn trickle down effect. Guess what? You fear the so-called Edomite man so much. Now, damn, you can't mess up. You can't miss rent. You can't be late to work. You can't do nothing. Cause why? You see Cedric Bozier on your wall every Sunday morning, and you know that's who you giving your money to. So you know if I mess up with him, they gonna punish me, right? And man, I'm telling you, this Stockholm syndrome, right? Read, Doc, when you go ahead. You can go ahead.
The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 18.
Remember, I read it for you. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
What profited the graven image?
It says, what profited the graven image? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, keep reading.
That the maker thereof had graven it.
It says the maker thereof had graven it, meaning you created this thing, man.
Right.
Read.
The molten image.
The molten image, read.
And a teacher of lies.
Because that's a dang lie. That this white Christ is sitting up on this doggone cross, saying that white Christ, the same thing that happened to that white Christ happened to my king too. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man. You got to be out your mind to be sitting up here worshiping this thing, man.
Right.
Read, man.
A teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein.
How you go create something and trust in the thing that you created with your own hands?
Man, that's tough.
That's crazy, man. Read on, because it's going on.
To make dumb idols.
That's an idol, man. Not only is it an idol, it's a dumb idol, man.
Come on, bro. That's
That's
tough.
a dumb idol.
That's tough. I like this precept, man. That's in the spirit, because think about it. It said that the maker of his work trusted therein. Guess what? Who made you? The Most High God made you, and he trusts in his work. Why are you his work, man?
Man, that's so cool.
But he don't trust when you make something else another God and you trusting in that. But he ordained you to be a prophet. Now you ordaining something else to be your God, man. Make it make sense, man. Even like how you read, it said, it says a damn teacher of lies. Cedric Bozier teaching you that everybody can be saved. you not a nigga. You a Gentile in that church. Guess what? Everybody can make it. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? All y'all can make it. They still calling you bywords in that damn church, man. Man, that's a tough precept, Ark. That's a real tough precept. I praise
you. Read down on that thing, man. There's still more on that.
It is. Yeah, verse 19. Woe unto him that said to the wood, awake.
Man, think about it. That wood is literally going into the cross, man.
Come on now.
Said to the wood, awake, right? Read.
To the dumb stone, arise.
It's literally talking about the Kaaba stone, where the people be licking and kissing all on this dang stone, man. Read.
It shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver.
What? It's laid over. You can't tell me when you walk around, brothers and sisters don't have a gold or a silver chain of a cross around their neck. That's crazy. You trust in that thing. But read on.
Salaki. And there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
It said ain't no breath at all in the midst of it. Think about it. The Most High God literally breathed the breath of life into who? The nostrils of Adam.
Right.
He breathed the breath of life into the nostrils of Adam. The gods that you are worshiping, they literally have no breath.
Right.
Caesar Borgia has no breath, man.
Right.
This man has been dead. Neither was he from the beginning, and I'm quoting from the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 to verse 14, man. That's a tough precept right there.
Right.
But verse 20 is the point, man.
Verse 20, but the Lord is in his holy temple.
You got to think about it. What 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16 say? Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
right,
and how the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? Right. Read.
Let all the earth keep silence before him.
Man, that's tough, man. And that's plain upon the table.
That's tough.
It's plain upon the table.
You can't make it no plainer than that one, though. And guess what? If you want to make it plainer, put it in the book. And shit, he did, man. And I'm telling you, that's tough, man. But guess what? A lot of people say, like, the names and stuff don't matter. None of that matters. You can come as you are. Guess what? It don't matter because at the end, God going to accept everybody in. But guess what? If you're a byword or you're a proverb, you ain't going to make it. Why? Let's get to the last precept, Revelations 21 and 12, man. Let's see if everybody's going to make it. Let's see if just a regular old nigga or a regular old nigga woman going to make it to the kingdom, right? Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
It had a wall great and high. It had 12 gates.
And had who?
It had 12 gates.
So guess what? This is going into the kingdom, man. It said it had a wall great and high, right? 12 gates, right? Read on.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
At that gate, 12 angels, right? Read.
And names written thereon.
What? This said names written thereon, right? Let's see if some of the names say nigga, Hispanic, wetback, Jamaican, speak, coon. Let's see if they say that, right? Right. Read on.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Of the children of Israel?
Oh, Shalaki. Of the children of Israel.
Because guess what? That's who making it to the kingdom, man. The so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, who guess what? Who are going by the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, man. These are the only people who are going to make it and be saved. But you got to keep the law, statute, commandments too now. Let's not even put it out there like that, because guess what? We're not going to give y'all a false narrative that just because you call yourself Judah or Ephraim, you're going to be saved. It's stipulation to that thing if you read Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You got to keep the law, statute, commandments in order to get these things, right? Because guess what? Not everybody going to make it, and the damn byword is definitely not going to make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. You either got to be with the truth or not with the truth at all, man. And with that, man, we're going to say shalom, man. Shalom, brothers and sisters that tuned in today, man. All praise to the Most High. I hope this class was edifying, that y'all can get this word, man, and I hope it was in season. Guess what? To pick brothers up. Guess what? To show you, man, you're not just some nigga, man. Guess what? Esau at your job might call you this. Or guess what? Your baby mama might call you that. Guess what? Your homegirl or homeboy might call you any of these things. But guess what? You a king on this earth, man. Since you a princess, we got to hold ourselves to these same standards, man. Esau hold himself to the standard that he written in the Bible. They dwell on the top of the cliffs. Guess what? They eat raw food. They do all these things, right? Ham live after his name. The Arabs live after their name. Guess what? Live after your name, Israel. Be great, man. Guess what? Like Tony the Tiger said, very great, right? Man, be great, man. Let's show the Most High God proud, right? All praises, brothers and sisters that give alms, man. To the GoFundMe, to the Cash App, the money being greatly used to the edification of the nation and the building up of a mighty nation, man. Thank you, brothers and sisters that give their spiritual alms, righteous prayers and fastings for the nation, man. Going out and doing the will of the Father each and every day. Continue to try to raise us up so we can go to hell home, man. At the end of the class, man, the Battle Axes, man, we always finish with a law, statute, commandment, man. Today we're going to go to Exodus chapter 19. We're going to start at verse 5, man. And get there, Ak, you can read it.
The book of Exodus, chapter 19, and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Now therefore, if ye will
Matter of fact, let's get a little context so that people will know. Go to verse 3.
Verse 3. The book of Exodus, chapter 19, and verse 3. And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of his mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say unto the house of Jacob.
Unto who?
Unto the house of Jacob.
And who else?
And tell the children of Israel.
So this is who it's directed to, right? Now jump back up to 5.
Verse number 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant.
It said, if you do these things, right, you obey his voice, meaning his law, statutes, commandments, and keep his covenants, right? Read.
Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure.
Peculiar treasure, man. Man, you're going to be the apple of his eye, man. Guess what? You're going to be that diamond in the rough, man. You're not going to be a byword. You're going to be the best thing on the planet now, right? Read.
Unto me, above all people.
Guess what? That sounds racist to me. And that sounds very segregated to me. Guess what? They can be whatever they want to be. I want to be a child of the Most High God, right? Read.
For all the earth is mine.
He said all the earth is mine, and you going to be above all people, right? Technically meaning, guess what? Y'all above the people, man. Y'all above this earth. But guess what? The world got you feeling like you ain't nothing. But read on, not
verse 6. And you shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
A who?
A kingdom of priests.
Because guess what? If you got a kingdom, right? You got priests, you got kings, you got princesses. Guess what? You got leaders, you got judges, man. He said he's going to establish all these things, right? Like we read in 2 Kings. Well, 1 Kings, man, he's going to establish our kingdom again. He said he's going to make you a kingdom of priests, right? Read.
In a holy nation.
Man, a separate, set-aside nation, man. No more bywords and proverbs, man. You set aside now, right? Read.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Man, come on, that's plain upon day. That's who it's for, that's who it's by, and that's who it's always going to be written for to the end, man. All praise to the Most High for that, man. Hey, man, I hope you brother and sister have a good rest of y'all evening, man. Hope y'all be safe out here in this rain. It's raining out here in Texas. Wherever you brothers and sisters may be located, man, I just please pray that this class was edifying. Y'all have y'all a good time, man. Study, pray, meditate, and fast, and continue to prepare for the things that's ahead, man. And with that, man, we're going to say shalom, man.
Shalom, shalom.